It's frustrating that we have this many cases ongoing.
Assistant District Attorney Pat McKay says he understands why victims and the family of victims are concerned about a backlog of homicide cases that have not been resolved in court.
I try to be upfront and let them know that this is not a fast process.
Comes from knowing there are 90 unresolved Anchorage homicide cases.
That's what we're here for. I mean, that's why we're doing this job. I mean, is to come and handle these types of cases.
90 cases, translating to 104 pending homicide defendants in Anchorage.
Somebody who's suffered a tragedy of losing a loved one and then hoping to have a quick resolution to that, it just prolongs what they're going through.
To put this in perspective, McKay spoke to the Alaska Constitution requiring bail in nearly all cases, including first and second degree murder and manslaughter.
When the court is determining what conditions to set and what monetary bail to set, it is one of the primary factors that it's considering is public safety. So there may be times when we disagree with the court or when the defense disagrees with the court.
Right now, McKay confirmed the number of homicide defendants out on bail in Anchorage is 21.
I can understand why it's concerning for any member of the public to hear those sorts of numbers. Without knowing the specifics of those 21 cases that are out on conditions of release, I don't think it's any cause to panic.
McKay characterized court decisions coming down to what he calls calculated risk, not always panning out.
You'd find frequently or more frequently where you'll find people that are out on conditions of release, not necessarily just homicide cases, but other types of cases where they're out on conditions of release and they're picking up new criminal charges.
The case backlog, McKay, who supervises the Anchorage DA's major crimes unit, says is largely due to more homicides committed in 2016 and 2017, canceled trials during COVID-19, and now not only staff shortages at their office, but also shortages at the public defender and public advocacy offices. Despite that,
we probably resolved either through trial or through plea more homicides than we've had charged.
Compared to last year, McKay says this year's backlog is not as high, and his office, he says, is resolving more homicide cases than it's accumulated. And to those who might not feel as safe when they hear the numbers,
I would tell them everybody's trying their best. We're trying to get these numbers down. The court system is doing its best. The court system is obviously taking calculated risks based off the information they have, trying to make sure that the most dangerous people aren't the ones that are getting out.